Hello, how's it going? Welcome to another thrilling episode of Grayscale. Um, this is an 11 by 15 inch watercolor paper, taped with, obviously, blue painter's tape, but underneath that is Scotch tape, the clear stuff. Alright, because I like the clear stuff, very sharp borders and such. Alright, I got some tape here to represent whatever I'm going to put up in the foreground, the immediate foreground. But right now we'll concentrate on the black here. Black gesso, acrylic paint I deal with. So acrylic black. What I'm about to show you, usually I would deal with really transparent colors. I don't believe I have anything transparent, but we're going to work with it today. Alright, with what I have. It's leftover paint. I'm gonna do a spacey nebula type of deal with it here. Okay, all right. I'm going to first coat. Now, usually I would, like I said, I would use transparent paint, which means if I use a color of like blue, red, or green, all right, and if it was a certain variety of blue, red, or green, if I put it on this, it will still appear black until you put a brighter color on top of that to give the effect of the colors in the night sky. That type of deal. Okay. So, usually this type of technique would work wonderfully with oil paint. I work with acrylic, so you're going to have to be kind of inventive. Alright. Okay. So, first off, as I'm running my mouth, I'm choosing what brush to use to see, to provide the best effect without doing an epic fail. So I know which one I think I'll give a shot to. Anyway, I'm going to use this 2-inch rather large brush. Alright, I'm using a camcorder this time. The camcorder got a flip screen, but flipping it to where I can see where I'm positioned, it's upside down. So I'm looking at it upside down, even though you're looking at it right side up. Okay, I am going to dip into my little makeshift medium here. It's nothing but shampoo and water. Okay. It does have a nasty knack of drying up on you, so you might have to do it repeatedly. Okay. I need to get the surface wet. It's like liquid clear with oil paint. Okay. That's basically what it is. I can't really rub on it really too much, because then some of the black, even though this paper is a few days old, it will streak and dry up and pick up some of the color. It's not doing it right now. Now that I've done this, okay, usually, like I said, I would work with a transparent color. These colors aren't transparent. It's Grumbacher red. Grumbacher red, I don't think it's too transparent. All right, but we're gonna play with it just like that. Okay, we're gonna let that do what it's gonna do. Alright, hopefully it will spread apart and blend in. I'm gonna take some green. Alright, I'll put the green maybe somewhere around here. Something like that. Spread it up around here. Okay, I'm rinsing off the brush. Gotta work kind of quickly with it. Alright. Still wet. In spots. I'm gonna take some blue. Oh, let's put the blue down in here somewhere. As you can see, some of the colors still appear a little bit on the blackish side. Alright, I'll put some around here, like that. And that's all I need, really. Dry out the brush. Now I'm going to use a different brush to simulate particles of clouds or what have you. I'm going to use looks like a little makeup brush. Actually, it is a makeup brush. I'm using nothing but titanium white. Okay. Get it into the bristles, and then I'm going to touch, like so. Just keep tapping. let me get a little bit of water, just a touch. Gotta be careful with the water, you don't oversaturate it. I want my stars to look like stars. The further away, the more spread out they'll be. Okay. Thicker the paint, the bigger the stars. But the closer you have to be. It's kind of a it's almost like a trial and error thing until you get accustomed to it. Okay, if you don't want, I really don't want the lines in there. But if they happen, they happen. It's okay. You want a nice strong patch of stars in certain spots. A little less than others. If the paint's a little thin, you keep flicking and it's not going nowhere. The paint's a little thick. Just loosen it up a little bit. Just a little. I usually do a little bit on the tape. And if it's somewhere you really don't want them to be, you can always get it right out of there, wipe it right off. Strong patch somewhere in different spots. Put a nice strong patch right in there like that. Okay, and you just let it dry. Alright, I'm going to rinse off my little toothbrush here. Hopefully my head isn't too much in the way. Alright, you guys got a good shot of it there. I'm going to find me a, there you go. Nice little, this is like a makeup brush you find at Walmart, like 4 or 5 in a pack. Like that. I'm going to get a little bit of, let's mess with the white or the red. So I'm getting some white, slight touch of red on the brush. A lot of white. A lot of white. So I wanted this to be, separate. Separate the color a little bit. Okay. I'm going to need more of this. I'm mixing quite a bit of green and red here. the colors I'm using is Grumbacher red. I think this is a phthalo green. I have ultramarine blue and titanium white. So those are the 4 colors I'm using right now. Okay. Now let's put a mountain in here. Let's start them out right there. My mountain will look kind of craggy looking. I like rough, sharp edges on my mountain. I guess I'll kind of fade him out right there. Same thing with this guy. Number 4. This is number 4 flat, long handle brush here. There we go. Okay. Okay. And I might want to make this mountain a little different than previous mountains, because usually you use shades of white for your snow-capped mountains and such. I'm going to go back into my green. I'm going to go back into my red. Make the same dark color. But I'm going to put yellow in this green and red mix, which will give it a weird, funky kind of gray, green-gray color. Okay. I want to slap a little more blue into it. I want it a little more grayish. It's looking a little on the green side. Put some more red to deaden that out. And I'll still keep its color. I'm going to use a slight touch of white and bring out the gray in it. There we go. Now it's a weirdish brown gray. Very cool. I got plenty of it. Matter of fact, a little too much of it. I'm wiping some off, and I'm going to wipe some off of my brush. I just want a slight hint of it, because I'm using only the flat side of the brush. Okay. Now, judging where the light side would be to this guy. Okay, let's do it from here. And I'm using the flat side of the brush. Instead of me using the palette knife, I guess I'll just use this. And here we go. And you want your paint to break. You don't want it to be too smooth. Okay. Oh, this mountain will be in front of some of the other ones. And just wipe across. Just like you see me do right now. I'm gonna move on to another one. Well, let's give this one more of a peek right there. And we're gonna move right on down. Oh, we'll put one curve here. Maybe one curve downward here. Maybe run into that guy. And we'll come straight down. Just like that. Let the paint break and split and act all like that. A little bit there. Let's put a little shade here, not too much. We'll put one down here. Like that. Little gaps, little crevices in there. As you can see, once the color sets in, it gets a little darker. So don't worry about that. Let's shade that part and leave that alone. We'll go for the rest back here. like that. If I'm making this look incredibly easy, that's because it is. Once you get the concept of it. Okay. We have some come right up in here. Let it break apart. We'll put a little something here. Just a little bit. Just like that. Alright? Now look at how that looks. Now that looks like a mountain range. All it was flat strokes of the brush. Okay? Okay. And believe me, that's the lit side now. Alright? Still a dark scene. Okay. Now, you know, while I'm doing it, let's take a little bit of the white on top of the color that I previously used. Alright. I'm getting a brighter version of the color I just laid down. I don't want it to look like snow. I'm going to use the flat edge of the brush still. Flat edge. See, nothing much on the other side. Just a flat edge. Alright. And I'll do a little highlighting. Very little. Sometimes it just takes a slight touch like so. Maybe on the ridge. Here. Not much. Not too much. Follow the pattern. The stripes of what you put down previously. Some don't need too much. Some just need just a little tap like that. You want more texture than anything. As long as they're following the same stroke. Remember, this color will set, so don't worry about that. Some will have more on them than others. All right. I'll see that's too strong, but I can get rid of that. Get rid of some of that too. Sometimes when I go over it with dark, it will take care of that. So I'm not really too concerned with all of that. Let's put some right here, make it appear closer. Okay. Now it looks kind of one-sided because we have no dark to accentuate that. I mean, we got the flat darks, but it's like you need something back there. That's too of a sharp contrast. All right, so we're going to even that out with the dark. And I will add more more blue. Matter of fact, I'm going to use blue and green. Now I'm using blue and green as a stronger base color. And then I'm going to deepen it with red. Now you would think I would highlight a little bit of this odd color mix with white. I will not. I will use yellow. Because yellow, this is where you don't want an even stroke. And you can curve it. As long as you're going in the opposite direction, you can have it go straight downward. Okay. Because you're really giving the texture and the roughness of the mountain in its shading. And we're going to keep moving. And we'll put a nice little foothill right in here. have to see here. It can be a cliff going straight down, just like that. As long as you go in whatever direction except the direction of your lit side of the mountain. Okay, like this guy here can be really angled, put him coming down, and you have this one curve in front, and that grass goes down straight down. A little foothill thing going on around here. Get rid of some of that. Fade it right in. How you guys enjoy my WRVL station? There. See, it doesn't take that much to do it. And this guy is like monstrously like just there. Now, most of the color has faded in on the lit side there. Okay. I can highlight that even more with a little bit of the brown previously used. Brownish gray, but right now I'm putting it right into the titanium white, so I get a slight hint of that color. I got it deep within the bristles. I'm wiping a lot of it off because I'm going to just add a few. Now this is where I'm just tapping in. Right where the peaks would be, just tap in a bit. It's got to be a little brighter than the rest, or it wouldn't make no sense to put it there. Very odd looking scene here. Let's take some of this off here. I'm doing a pull lift. Because whatever's going to be in front of this guy. But you got the concept of how I did it. You got the concept of how I did this. Alright, I wanted more of a nebula. It looked more like freaky looking clouds. But you guys got what I'm saying. Okay. A little too much on the color. But that's what transparent color looks like when you put white with it. It melds in, meets. Okay. Each one separates itself. It is not no muddy mixing or anything like that. So it looks kind of freaky. You got the glazed in stuff. So you got a little bit of everything in that. Alright, you take. Cover up a little bit of the mountain here. So, if I gotta leave a little space, I'll leave a little space. It's okay. Basically, I want the bottom to be protected a little bit. bottom of the tape I meant. This I'm not really concerned about. I just I need a guide right now. Okay. Now, what am I going to do with this bottom? I can make it look like rocky bluffs or whatnot. We're going to go back into our red. I'm using the colors that I already have here. I'm going back into my red. Going back into my green. I'm laying a base color for what I'm going to put on later. A little bit of the mix here, the lotion shampoo, lotion water mix. Let's do something right around here. Let's give this guy a nice little road edge here, and we're gonna do a little bit of this here. Now with the road itself, I can take whatever color I do have that's here. I'll mix that yellow in with it. Because whatever these two colors that I choose is still going to turn it gray with that yellow. It will be gray. Whatever color mix I've added. Put the yellow in it, turns it gray, straight gray. So it gives it a nice little road color of some sort. And if it's not a color I approve of, I can always glaze it. Glaze the color I really want. Right now, like before, foundation color. This one's coming off a little green because of the white that I got on here. Like an olive green, it looks like. But that's okay. That is okay. We can darken that. And we will. Have no fear. Foundation color. There. Okay. We got that established already. Cleaning off the brush. We'll do a little red here. A little more red. A little red. A little blue in that red. Mixing it red in. Put a little green in there. There we go. Get a little bit of this shampoo mix right into the bristles, and we're gonna do this. Change my mind. We're gonna do this. I know you guys don't know what the heck I'm doing right now, but I'm putting the shadow color down in here. All up in here. This is going to be the weird shadow color. As a matter of fact, I'll have it go vertical. Darker here. You guys have seen what I'm talking about. Especially all up in here. Have it go up like that. Just like that. We're going to have it look something like this. But still in perspective, they're going to get smaller as I go toward the right in there. Just like that. These are going to be the shadow deep pit colors here. Right up in here. So I'm going to raise the elevation of the land with this shadow work here. Right here on the bottom. Okay. Okay. Now that we got that, we'll do a little playing around with here later. Let's work on this side here. Clean off the brush. I know you guys don't know what the heck I'm doing, but it will be plain in a couple seconds. I'm going to be using the side of the brush, but before that, let's highlight. I'm using white, and I'm going to use a little bit of yellow, and a slight touch of the dark mix right into this. It's going to give me a light, stony look. Okay, we're going to aim downward, like the same texture of the mountains, but we're going to aim it down like this. Like that. Okay, enough of that. We're going to get some more yellow. I did not put more yellow in here. That's okay. Some of that dark within the yellow. And here we go. We're going to go horizontal like this. Now I will highlight bits and pieces of this and it will look like a very crazy looking rockscape here. Okay, but now do you guys kind of see what I'm talking about here? See, you got the bottom half here, all dark, and we're going to shade and play with all of that. Okay, while that's doing that, let's do a little glaze for this road here. Remember, you have this kind of same color here, this olive. But let's glaze some dark in there like this. Just like that. Glaze that dark in there. Because you still got that green down at the bottom there. We're going to glaze some of that. I'm not going to use water, just use the glaze. Break up some of that paint and cover up the rest. And I'm going to go in the direction of the road. Go in the direction of the road. Smooth it right out. The streaks you're going to want on this one. You don't need it to be that smooth. Just like that. That trippy or what? Okay. Let's add some red. Let me stop playing and put some yellow in here. So the brightest thing in the picture is actually the clouds. Everything is kind of drab and kind of weird looking and whatnot. All right, we'll add our highlights and crap to that a little bit later. Let's get some texture going here. One direction. Straight down. Especially toward the bottom here. Because you know something is there. I'll play around a little bit with some highlights with it, not much. Not too. Something like that. It go in there a little bit, not too much. There. Something like that. Don't worry about it. As a matter of fact, let me get a little glaze action. Well, let's let that dry a little bit before I do any of that. Okay, let's play with a little bit of, I've been using this one brush for a while. We'll set that down. We'll do a little highlighting. We'll do a little playing around here. More white. Believe it or not, white and yellow. A lot of maroon and purple in this. So we'll use the color opposite. We'll use a little bit of yellow, a little bit of white. We'll play around just we'll tease a few little highlight strokes in there. Just a little bit here and there. Where you would imagine the flat parts would be. Okay. Yeah, a little bit here and there. Maybe a little bit on the edge here. Debating. Yeah, this brush should be wide enough. Okay. I'm taking some glaze. I'm going to do different variation of a one stroke. I'm going to glaze this road here. Glaze it very well. Just the road only. There. Okay? Okay. I'm going to take some of this dark only on one side of my brush. That is it. One side of the brush only. And here we go. We're going to glaze one half of the road. Nope, need much more dark. I have to make some more. So green, a little bit of red, a little bit of blue. I'm only putting the paint on one half of the brush. That is it. Still got glaze on it. And here we go. Right there. Right there. Just like that. That. See that? That's all I want. Just what you're looking at right here. It is still a glaze. Just like that. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to wipe off my brush. It's still got the shampoo or whatever on it. But now, I'm just going to smooth that right out. I'm going not all the way into the other color. I'm going to smooth it right out. Just like that. And I'm going to leave it be. There. Just like that. See? One part of the road is dark. Other one's light. But you don't have that heavy line. There. And that ends that. You don't need to do any more. There. All right, but there's not a hard. It's not a hard line there. Cool. All right, that is that. We're almost done. We're almost there. I could put a freaky cactus in there. I could. I still desperately kind of want to. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it anyway. Even if it's just one, I'm going to put something in there. Little red, little green. Same brush. I kind of want to put them over there. If I put them over there, it'd be, I still want to put them maybe red. No, I'll put them here. I'll put Cactus Boy right here. I'll put him right here. Okay, Mr. Sororo. I'll put you here. Put Sororo right here. Blocking out a little color. A little more green, a little more red in my life. A little more green, a little more red in my life. Alright, and talking about Ebola, I'm painting a cactus. Let's give him a little thicker offshoot right there. Darken that. Darkness here. And we're going to put some shade right up in here. Have the shade go up. Just like that. He's a big fella. I'll shade some of this guy in here too. Something like so. Alright. Clean it off your brush. I really didn't have to. Okay. Not really. Let's take some green. A little bit of yellow in that green. And some blue. And some more yellow. Yellow, green, blue. Yellow, green, blue. Wipe this off the brush. Okay, let me do it this way. Let me just glaze some of that on there like that. Actually, let me give it something to glaze on. There we go. Little patches of the greenish blue color on the cactus itself. Will it all show? No. It'll settle in once it dries, but it's okay. The shade will still be there because it's lighter than the color preceding it, so you'll still see some on top there. Now, let's get a little yellow. It's still tacky. The paint, I mean, not my art. Then again, to each their own. Okay, highlight time. Let's highlight a little bit of this. Just touching. Cactus aren't necessarily the smoothest looking plant. Okay, so it's got its little edges and such, and ridges of thorns and what have you. Even though it might be bright in the initial outset, it will not remain that way. That's a little too bright. But it's okay. That's okay. I got it a little too bright, but it's alright. I'll match it up here. And plus it adds to a little bit interesting contrast to this thing. Compared to everything else is pretty darn bleak. Colors you don't see me use very much either. So, I guess it's a welcome little change. I get a lot of comments of my stuff being extremely vibrant. So now the most vibrant thing in the sky is clouds. Everything else is kind of muted. And then when I do paintings like this and they say it's creepy, cannot satisfy you people, but it's okay. All art is an expression. Blue. Nope, too dark. We're going to lighten it up just a little micro bit. I don't want it too bright, so I'll darken some of that up with the white in it. There we go. That's good. I can barely see it now, so that means that when it sets, it'll be perfect. This is fun. Have a good time. Have a ball doing this stuff. If you don't, then what's the use? Why do it? Have fun. Have a good time. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of playing around with some, I'll use this brush. We'll play around with some little plants here and there. Little blue, little green. They're kind of dark. They're hanging around like out here. You know, he can't be totally alone. He's got to have something to chat with. Maybe one right in here. Just some little puffs or whatever. Let's get some yellow. Everything's still kind of tacky and wet. It's okay. We'll highlight a few of those guys in there like that. Put one in the back of them there. You guys see how easy this is? I'll brighten up a little bit. You don't have to brighten everything. Okay. You know what? I didn't even put a plant here, but I'm going to put one right there like that. Something like so. A slight touch. If you guys hear something rattling around, it's the plows. We didn't get the major bulk of the northeast. I know Boston and them guys did. We didn't get beat down like they got it. It went to the east of us, thank goodness. For us anyway. Okay. I don't think I need to add anything else really to this. I think we're just about through with this. Everything's there where I want it to be. Alright. And plus it gives me an excuse to actually pretty much use up my my paint. I still got a little bit left over, but not as much as before. Alright, let's sign my name on this. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me in this little adventure here. Any comments, leave below. There we go. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. And we'll take the tape off. I gotta be careful here. I do have two different tapes going on here. way. And remember, I have masking tape along with the blue painter's tape. I don't know which. Okay, I know who's first. I have to be careful there. Yep, I know who's first. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it this way. You're first. Yeah, I knew you were first. All right, come on. We'll lift. Go the opposite way. If not, you will be in a world of hurt. Now you see why I use the masking tape. Look at that crisp border. Alright, except for the part there. Which I can just, there. I'll get rid of that with some pure white. Because I really don't want to, quite frankly, color it red or black. So we'll get rid of that, just like so. See how simple that was? Oh, we got a little straggler right here. Goodbye, straggler. All right, there. That ends that. I know I'll be editing a lot of this, but I'll be careful in the editing. So whatever I might say, whatever little nuggets that might be precious, I won't totally destroy it. All right, just about an hour maybe. So it'll be a lot less when I'm done. Let's get this out of there, get that out of there. Let's aim this upward so I can see my lovely face. Alright. Well guys, I hope you liked. Okay, I got to scoot down like this. Hope you like what you see. I'm upside down when I'm looking at the monitor, but it's all good. I don't have a name for it, but I guess I will eventually. But I hope you like it. The most vibrant thing on here are the freaky looking cloud things. Well, we'll see how you like it when you give your reviews on it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. Pardon my dry humor and my jokes. I'll see you guys next time. All right. And take it easy and leave a comment below. And if you want to try this out, I'd love to see your rendition on my Facebook page. Okay, with all that said, God bless, happy painting, and I shall see you again later.